Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big controversy going on over here when it comes to PlayStation, secret PlayStation deals for exclusivity, the fact that Xbox has fallen flat on some cases, and a lot of other big controversy coming out throughout here. Now, as you guys may have known, there's a huge game coming out very soon that I myself am personally very excited for, called Black Myth: Wukong. And it's kind of like a Souls-like action RPG, Devil May Cry, boss fight type roaming game. I'll show you guys a trailer over here so you guys roughly can see, and the game itself is cool. Like, it's a cool idea, cool concept, but right now it seems like Xbox actually has the game delayed. It seems like people are calling out that PlayStation is stealing the game, and there may be some background deals, and right now we're kind of seeing some leaks and rumors all floating around with it, so let's go talk about that pretty in depth. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow, and give me your thoughts and comments and everything down below. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys up the game in the background over here as we're going to talk in one of the trailers. So this game is a game I, myself, am quite personally excited for. Cool graphics, cool concept, and a lot of the old school, like, god lore of, say, Wukong, where you basically go and transform into different people, different animals, and such like that, and there's a lot of cool bosses. The animations are, like I said, sick. Like, look at how this looks in the background, even just on a YouTube trailer. And as well, they've shown a lot of gameplay, and it will be coming out later on throughout this year. Now, Xbox has actually run into some big issues, where it seems as of right this second, the Wukong version of the Xbox version of this game is now delayed. And now some people are leaning towards the Xbox Series S, which we may make a separate video on, and some people are leaning just the fact that there might be a PlayStation exclusivity. And we're seeing a few things popping up as of right this second when it comes to kind of proving this. And I can maybe show up some of these tweets over here too as well. So I'm going to highlight these after the trailer's all done. But right now, people are noting that PlayStation keeps on getting games, and although maybe not a crazy 1 year period or like a crazy longer extensive exclusivity period, but we are noticing that they actually are now coming out. So good examples even on the promotion over here. PS5, Steam, Epic Game Store, and Wii Game, because it is, I believe, a Chinese-based game, or at least Asian-based game. I forgot the exact specific areas. But basically, the game looks cool. And right now, everyone is talking about the fact that this is big issues, that they're seemingly encouraging this on up. And let's go and talk about this big article over here, where, once again, this is, in my mind, big stuff. So, Black Myth: Wukong may have a PS5 exclusivity deal. If certain statements are to be believed, Black Myth: Wukong may have a PS5 time exclusivity deal that we don't even know about as of right this second. So the game was delayed. I was going through all the articles, and there's like a bajillion. Like, I'm going to glance through quite a few. There's a bajillion as I was kind of just searching it on up. And it kind of goes to show that there's at least maybe potentially something somewhat shady going on. Or shady. Like, in terms of business, it's business. You know how it is. The game was delayed on the Xbox Series X and S earlier this month, and the official reason given by developer Game Science was optimization issues. So once again, we may go and do a separate video talking about that because it might lead a lot towards the Xbox Series S. However, a recent statement from Microsoft, though, makes it seem like that actually might not be the 100% truth. So Microsoft hints at another reason for Black Myth: Wukong's Xbox delay. At the Summer Games Fest, which was from the trailer I just showed you guys, the latest Black Myth: Wukong trailer showed the game was only launching for PS5 and PC on August 20th, which I highlighted for you guys a second ago. The previously mentioned Xbox Series XS version was delayed, despite the official reason the Game Science was currently optimizing the console version to meet their quality standards. Rumors started spreading about a timed exclusivity deal for Sony. Now, Microsoft has further fueled the fire with its own statement giving to Windows Central, saying, "We're excited for the launch of Black Myth: Wukong on Series X and S, and are working with Game Science to bring the game to our platforms," Microsoft said. And this also leads towards a lot of big issues we've been seeing these past few weeks, where a lot of games are having issues. There is some weird porting over issues where, like, the Capcom vs. Fighters game was not able to be integrated into the newer consoles. Like, that's a big thing that we ran into big issues with because they just don't have the technology. They're using a slightly different architecture, where in theory, you would assume that Xbox would be okay with that. Like, they'd be fine with it, and they just have and pay someone to port on over and help out, or have, like, some fun meetings where it's like, hey, we'll work on this, this, and this, or here's a PowerPoint, here's a video, here's our really good smart guy, Jim, who can help you port over the game. But no, they never happen. And people are concerned about them, saying, and this is the big thing, and this is like right here, the line that I think is like the video itself. "We can't comment on the deals on the deals. Once again, we're focused on the wording, on the deals made by our partners with other platform holders. But we remain focused on making Xbox the best platform for gamers, and great games are at the center of that. Now, once again, focus on the wording for this. We cannot comment on deals made. So it's not like on deals that are being made or what they end up doing. We may be looking at this a little bit too much, but every other article's talk about it, so I'm allowed to have my own take too. But like, it's a very big business wording. Any deal that was made, and it might have actually even been a recent deal. Like, what if PlayStation in the last 6 months was working on contracts saying, hey, your game, Black Myth Wukong, looks dope. We want this game. Give us this game. Okay, cool. We'll sign it on 6 months or a year on PlayStation. You give us an extra $5-10 million, $20 million, $50 million, whatever it might be. Better marketing, whatever. You know, like whatever these deals are nowadays. They kind of are various depending on the studio itself. And then some companies are like, sure. It's like some companies will take $3 million for Game Pass, and they're not sure if their main games can make $3 million, but that $3 million can make sure that it's a guaranteed profit. Let's say a game costs $2.5 million, you get to $3 million, plus maybe extra additional sales on Switch, Steam, PS5, whatever. So at that point, you'll take the Xbox Game Pass deal. It's basically like a guaranteed return on your game that some games may not even get that. Like, you may have a great game and might only get $100,000 back, and you go bankrupt, which has even happened for bigger studios. So anyway, this is kind of seeming like this is focusing more towards a PlayStation deal. Saying on the surface, the statement implies that Game Science does indeed have a deal to make Black Myth Wukong a console launch exclusive for PS5. However, the exact question posed to Microsoft wasn't mentioned, and so this is still like you have to beat in between the bush. Like, there's always a chance. They're just giving like very, very, very general PR. But a lot of the people, even Microsoft people, are kind of coming out with this too. Like, even seeing like Jez Corden over here saying on this, saying it was an unprompted. He's saying he basically didn't steer the answer. So if we take everything with a grain of salt, it was unprompted, although I know they were aware of the rumors. So rumors that PlayStation was getting this exclusivity. So you simply asked for a comment and they gave them that, which would also kind of lead towards it. Once again, you got to interpret it how you want. But when it comes to this news, it does kind of seem like this is a potential exclusive. Just on the blue, or maybe just recently popped up and they had a chance to talk about it. They're saying, yep, on the delay, given that at the time it was widely expected to be an Xbox Series S blamed, which, once again, we'll maybe do a video on that tomorrow because there is still truth to it. And as well, and they're saying Jez said he heard also whispers in LA about this potential deal going through. Like, you know, you're having some drinks with some people, they get a little loosey-goosey, be like, bro, you guys can't wait to see this cool PlayStation deal. Or, oh my God, my homie's Xbox is popping off. Or, oh my God, I hate Xbox right this second. So I later became aware of whispers and rumors while out in LA for the Xbox Showcase of 2024, that despite the optimization assertions, Game Science had actually taken some form of exclusivity deal with PlayStation for the game itself. And we've been seeing a lot of comments on this too, people reporting this too, and a lot of people are still not fully concerned or figured out the concerns on the Series S. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow, do a little bit more digging on it or get my own thoughts on it. So we'll talk about it. So basically, fans originally expected Black Myth to release on Xbox on launch alongside PC and PlayStation. However, they did confirm the delay for that too as well. And they did go and at least still popularly say, we are currently optimizing the Xbox Series XX version to meet our quality standards, and Black Myth Wukong is set to release on August 20th still as well. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of people are chiming on in, talking about this stuff. No one knows what's happening. They're worried about PlayStation is rough. And this news is a big deal. Like, I do think there is a lot of background deals, which stinks. Because in my mind, like, it's weird because I feel like all these big companies are finally getting a little loosey-goosey, finally being a little bit more chill, you know, like finally being like, hey, we'll give you some PlayStation games, we'll give you some Xbox games. And at the end of the day, it is still business. Like, business is still business. But if Xbox has this happen to them a lot, they're going to try to go back to that same old style of just buying out companies or trying to go get every game on Game Pass. Because Game Pass, in theory, actually is a somewhat workaround. Like, the SEC won't let them be, won't like Xbox be me. But basically, if they just go put all these games on Game Pass, it's still the idea of buying exclusivity in games without actually having the like SEC and big government bodies dive into it, which actually might be a really fun video topic as well. But either way, it does seem like this sucks. Like, I'm excited for the game. A lot of millions of people are too as well. And I think the game itself will be a good, fundamentally well-made, well-received game. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments on all this drama. There's a lot going on. We're also also going to be checking out the Elden Ring DLC too as well, in case you guys are bored. So I appreciate you guys all very much for watching. You guys are all beautiful. And follow the Twitter and Twitch room down below. I'll be doing Elden Ring tonight if you guys want to hang out and give me your thoughts and comments down below.